A Sunday morning that should have been peaceful turned into a scene of panic and gunfire in a cafe in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Customers having coffee around 10:44 a.m. were surprised by a robber, but the criminal act was thwarted by a civil police officer who was off duty at the location. Security camera footage, which quickly spread across the internet, captured all the tension of the incident. In the video, a young man enters the establishment and announces the robbery. Among the customers, a man in a yellow cap, a civil police officer, notices the movement and, with calculated coolness, waits for the right moment to intervene. As the robber approaches the cashier, the officer discreetly checks the gun at his waist. His wife, sitting at the table with him, realizes her husband's intention and also acts naturally so as not to arouse suspicion. Taking advantage of a moment when the criminal was distracted, the officer stands up, draws his weapon, and orders him to surrender. The robber reacts, initiating an intense shootout inside the establishment. The officer fires 4 times at the aggressor. Even after the shots, the officer remains alert, checking if there were other accomplices outside. In a surprising act, the robber, already wounded, manages to shoot one more time, forcing the officer to fire back again. The sound of the gunshots sends the customers into a panic, and they hide under the tables. Finally, the criminal surrenders and throws his gun on the floor. In an impulsive and dangerous act, another customer picks up the robber's pistol to hand it to the officer. The gesture, which put his own wife at risk by pointing the gun in her direction, sparked an intense debate on social media, with many internet users criticizing the man's recklessness. But thanks to the swift and courageous action of the officer, who was alert, no customers were injured, and everything ended well.